Jonathan Grozdanovsky leads the line as well. Idris El Hafian comes in for his first start of the season. He was suspended last weekend. Nicholas Petrillo, Matthew Lecce, Patrick Savor, Howard Fondike and Pani Nikas complete the starting side for the Suns. On the bench tonight, Max Ralston, Jake Trashkovsky, Alek Jurasevsky still confined to the bench. Josh De Silva, his first start in Rockdale colours, of course moving from the Sutherland Sharks in the off-season, and Alex Malfara completes Rockdale's side tonight. Of course, Paul Reed is their coach. Marconi tonight, Nenad Vekic in goal, Nathan Milgate, Giorgio Speranza, Roberto Speranza, Sean O'Connell, Anthony Frangi, Marco Jesic, Mitchell Malia, Zach Cancross, Richie Cardoso and Mirjan Pavlovic. That is the starting side for Marconi. The substitutes tonight for the Stallions: Christian Setkowski, the reserve keeper, James Andrew on the bench. Look for his pace to open up the game late on. Liam Yulee, Peter Pelikanos and Brandon Vella. Their coach is Peter Sikenis. So the stage is set. If you haven't noticed, today in Sydney it is absolutely terrible conditions. March rain well and truly here. It has been pelting down. It did seem to clear up about 15 minutes ago, but just as the sides were walking out onto the ground, it has intensified quite a bit, the rain. And, well, last time I was here at Marconi Stadium for a youth league game, it was actually abandoned due to lightning, so we hope that doesn't continue tonight. There isn't expected to be too much electricity in the air. Let's hope it's only confined to the pitch. Stephen Lucas, the man in charge tonight. Hope he doesn't have too much of an impact on proceedings, but we're just about set to go. Marconi, of course, their traditional green with white shorts, red socks. Rockdale for the second consecutive week, their away kit of yellow with red shorts. I mentioned an early season blockbuster. Hard to believe it's only round 2. Already we're seeing some spectacular action in the NPL New South Wales. Strap yourself in, find somewhere comfy to sit. Get comfortable. 90 minutes of action to come. Underway here at Marconi, the Stallions and the Suns, old rivals, reignite a rivalry tonight. And there's an early taste of what we may expect. A heated challenge first up. It was Mitchell Malia getting stuck in early. They have been shopping in the off-season, the Stallions. They've added some impressive names too. Anthony Frangi, Mitchell Malia, Speranza brothers, Nathan Milgate, Richie Cardoso as well. I could go through a host of names. It is all out attack, really, it looks like on paper anyway for Marconi. Would have expected more last weekend against Apia, their big rivals. Chance to get on the board here at home. Healthy crowd out too, given the wet weather here at Marconi tonight. As Anthony Frangi made the move from Hakoah in the off-season. He was so influential for them. How about that touch from Marco Jesic? Some tricks early from the Stallions. As I say that, they hand possession over. Here's Cho, Nikas, Howard Fondike. He was my best anyway for Rockdale last weekend. Did that game between the Suns and United. So some passes going astray early. It is still early on in the season, of course. Combinations still bedding down, players still working out how they get into the mix of their new side. Here's Jesic, familiar face at Marconi for the last few seasons. Got him up from the NPL 2 with a hatful of goals. Mirjan Pavlovic leading the line tonight, though, for the Stallions. And behind Pavlovic, how about this for an Arsenal? Frangi, Jesic and Malia. That is some combination. Expect plenty of goals out of Marconi this year. May expose them defensively, though. All those players are very much attacking minded. It's Cancross, thumps it long. It's a familiar long ball from his Blacktown days, but straight to Howard Fondike, though. Free kick will relieve the pressure for Marconi. It's Grozdanovsky, who again gets the start to lead the line tonight for the Suns. Jordan Figon, 20s game was actually abandoned due to the wet weather, so should I say postponed. So he didn't get any action tonight. Jordan Figon played 20s last weekend against United. Alek Jurasevsky on the bench as well, so Grozdanovsky remains the attacking threat for the Suns tonight. Bratasevic goes long. Nikas, some room to move. Wasn't so influential as he normally was for United last week against his former club. May work out here for the Suns. They got numbers. Lecce, nice turn into the area. Here's a chance for Lecce, bobbing around. He knows this ground well. Plenty of goals here for the Western Sydney Wanderers youth team, Matthew Lecce. On the break though, Marconi rolls it into the path of Mitchell Malia, but an important challenge from Nicholas Petrillo. May hear a bit of commotion in the grandstand. They're giving out some free footballs at the moment, which has the crowd into a frenzy. That one nearly joins the commentary box. Anyway, we'll let the game continue. Fun and games off the pitch as well. There's always something to be mindful of as a commentator. Beauties of the open air commentary box tonight. Here's Speranza. Just hands over possession, but it may fall back. Some heavy touches in these conditions tonight. Here's Pavlovic into the area he goes. Needs support. Coming now. Nikas, nice touch. Suns putting the passes together. Grozdanovski just bundled off it. Thought he could have won a free kick. Cairncross one out for Marconi though. Here's O'Connell, captain for Marconi this year. Sean O'Connell. Pavlovic dropping a little deeper to get on the ball. Trying to open things up. Speranza. Nice link play between he and Frangi. Can he get across in Giorgio Speranza? It's taking some getting used to seeing him in Marconi kit this season. Of course, so many years with Blacktown. Good ball in though from his brother Roberto. Rockdale just a little unsettled at the back tonight. Early doors. And it'll be a corner to Marconi. Giveaways are complete, thankfully, which means the crowd finding their seats again. Rockdale don't want to gift anything here to Marconi. Richie Cardoso to take. Tall Timber getting forward. Look for Cairncross. Pavlovic as well. Anthony Frangi in a duel there. Delivery's good too. Bratasevic has to punch. He hasn't dealt with it. Jesic on the follow-up. Through a host of bodies. Could have come off anyone there. It's still there. Oh, Cairncross goes down in the area. They want a penalty. They're going to have a goal, but the flag is up. Miljan Pavlovic it was that tucked it home, but it's not going to count. He doesn't like the decision. Some of the Marconi fans are just realising it's not going to count, but the official had his flag up straight away. Tell you what, there was a fair cry for a penalty too. Cairncross looked to have been nudged in the area. But it's a positive start for Marconi anyway. Rockdale just struggling to find their mark in the early stages here. Here's Saville. Goes long, sending Lecce on a run, but even he can't pull that one down. I mentioned Giorgio Speranza going across to Marconi this year from Blacktown. Roberto Speranza, Mitchell Malia, Zach Cairncross, Connor Evans, host of former Blacktown players now here with the Stallions. Former Blacktown man James Andrew on the bench as well. Think about the lethal pace Marconi potentially have going forward, not only with Andrew but Malia. Frangi's no slouch as well. O'Connell gets his pocket pick though from Nikas, rolls it behind. Here's Lecce. Important challenge there from Millgate. I think it was, in fact, sorry, it was Speranza. And he was was very good last week. Matthew Lecce, first start for Rockdale. Did go off injured with an knee injury that looks pretty bad. So good to see him starting here tonight. Marko Jesic flirts with a yellow card, throwing the ball away, but Stephen Lucas just lets him off with a warning. Nice work into the path of Lecce. It was Nikas' header. Riding their luck defensively, Marconi. Cancross just opens things. Trying to spread it wide to Mitchell Malia, but fortunately they win it back here. Mijan Pavlovic telling Cancross he wants it quicker. Familiar face for Rockdale fans too now with the Stallions, not on the pitch, as their goalkeeper coach Ante Kovic has made the move across to Marconi, formerly played with the club in the NSL days. Here's Nikas though, going to try it from range. Even he will struggle to find the back of the net from there. Did slip on execution. Here is this man back on the ball, Pani Nikas. Nice feet. El Hafian. This is nice from Rockdale. Lecce. Nice build-up, working on the left. Lecce with a shot! Always rising, wasn't too far away. And he's picked up where he left off at Indensa Park last weekend. One of those players in the NPL shop window looking for another chance at that top level again. If you are just tuning in, thank you for your company this Saturday evening. Adam Sansarossa here with you. We have a blockbuster in store. Rockdale and Marconi, 5th and 6th on the ladder in 2018. Rockdale, of course, in 5th spot, the last spot in the finals, and just 1 point behind Marconi in 6th. It was missed opportunities indeed for the Stallions last season. And as I said in my opener, dropped points in rounds 1 or 2. You can look back on those at the end of the season and think what might have been. Rockdale were valiant though last week. Went down to 10 inside the first half hour of the season. Sasamatsura, 2 yellow cards. Battled well to get a draw and had their chances to pinch all 3 points off United. O'Connell, nice work from the captain. Marko Jesic, Pavlovic, those two combining well as always. A lot of players struggling with their footwork here tonight, maybe not going with the long studs. Don't know how many players wear screw-ins actually these days, but would have been called for tonight. That's a good ball forward from Cancross, but Petrillo read it well. Still there for Marconi. Just losing their feet again. Nikas. You know what he can do with the ball at his feet. Good vision, just opens things up for Lecce. Cho wanted it played forward quickly. Just still a little bit too long, Lecce. Here's Frangi. Will earn a free kick. El Hafian in his back. And Roberto Speranza will just settle things for the Stallions. Unable to pick out. Bratasevic got in the road of Petkoski. Probably should have left it for his keeper, and he has paid the price. Frangi, can he turn something happen for Marconi? Good save down low from Bratasevic. A senior player like Petkoski, probably defer to him, but certainly not the right move on that time. So chance again at the set piece for the Stallions. They've had a goal disallowed already tonight. Came from a set piece. Just put it in a dangerous area. On nights like tonight, sometimes the faintest touch can find its way into the back of the net. Take 2. Jesic goes to the far post this time. Cancross rises high but can't direct it on goal. In fact, it was Nathan Milgate. Is that Cancross's new look? He's throwing me, it has to be said. Very different haircut than we traditionally know. Looking like the twin of Nathan Milgate, so apologies for that, but we will get there. Saville just helps it long. It may sit here for Grozdanovski. Chests it down well. Vekic was caught on his heels. In the end, though, Marconi keeper did enough. Here is that man, Cancross. Milgate. Cardoso. Oh, just dealt a little too long, trying to pick his option. Had several of them. Only found Rockdale. Fondike. Just beaten to the ball by Pavlovic. Some good battles here tonight as O'Connell tries to pick out Mitchell Malia. Can't do so. Oh, Lecce surely pushed out of it. Stephen Lucas plays advantage. Here's Grozdanovski up against Cancross, the senior winning the battle in Cancross. They are familiar to each other, those two. Previously played together at Blacktown. And the old dog winning the fight on that occasion. We'll try and keep you updated with the results around the grounds tonight. We do have one game that's been postponed. Sydney Olympic, their game at Popondetta Park not going ahead. At Mount Druitt Town, and the Southern Sharks taking on Hakoah at Seymour Shaw. Try and give you results as they come in there as best we can. And no under-20s game here preceding this one due to the wet weather, which the rain seems to have eased somewhat, but I did say that about 15 minutes ago, and it arrived pretty quickly after that. So never say never. We may have another storm in us tonight. If not in the clouds, perhaps on the pitch. Alhafian. Fondike. Lecce. Impressed by these combinations of Rockdale. Plenty of new faces this year. Only round 2, and already we're seeing them come together pretty nicely when you factor in that Fondike was an Apia player about 2 weeks ago. He has settled in nicely. It's the Paul Reed squad. Here's Saville. Tries to tee it up to the far post. Not a bad ball. Cancross. Hasn't been dealt with by Marconi. I'll tell you what, they nearly paid a big price too. It was Nikas on the turn. Would have loved to open his account. And they need to call on their keeper in Vekic to keep it at 0-0. It's one or two times tonight, Marconi been a little too casual playing out from the back. Ball is going to hold up, given the conditions as well. So corner now for Rockdale. They be the ones to open the scoring. Look for Petkoski's head as well. He's there on the scene. Oh, it was centimetres away. Petrillo's header just over the crossbar. It's another chance gone begging. Two in a minute for the Suns. First Nikas, then Petrillo. Marconi, if you are just joining us, have had the ball in the back of the net from Mijan Pavlovic, but was ruled out for offside. This one's looking to be a good one so far. Pavlovic does well. Marconi surging forward. They've got numbers. Here's a chance for Jesic. Good save from Bratasevic, though. Well, this one's looking open tonight. There's chances at both ends, and it is early days. Nikas. Nice control. Pushed out of it too by Roberto Speranza. Fortunate not to give away a free kick. Frangi helps it on. Pavlovic. Petrillo lost it. Pavlovic mops it up. Wants a free kick. Not coming. Pavlovic. Intelligent. He and Jesic reading well, but offside. We'll track that last statement. There is a sign of their combination, though. I think the strength of any side is their bench. And you look at Marconi, James Andrew, Liam Yulee, Peter Petekanos, Brandon Vella as well. Real talent to call upon. And Rockdale just the same too. Alec Urasevsky, Josh De Silva, Alex Malfara. So I said in my opener, they expect to be contenders, both of these two this year. These are the games you've got to win if you want to play finals. Again, it's Marconi on the attack. First time we've really seen Mitchell Malia exploding here tonight with the ball at his feet. O'Connell just opens perspective, but too much on it on that occasion for Anthony Frangi. Don't forget you can have your say too. Keen to hear your thoughts as always. Jump into those comments. Tell us what you're liking, what you're not liking. So if you're on Twitter, use that hashtag NPL NSW. Join the conversation. Here's Petkoski again. Defensively, not looking too assured, the veteran. Here's Saville. Again, that long ball. It seems like they've noted something in Giorgio Speranza. Feel that Lecce may have him for pace. Trying to transition quite quickly tonight. Down that flank. It just escapes Jesic. Again, the heavy conditions having an impact. Nikas turning on halfway. Again, they go long, trying to play in Lecce in behind. Once again, though, Nenad Vekic off his line. Here's Millgate. Another new face to Marconi in the off-season. Malia shows his skill. Now can show his pace. Will he go on his own or try to pick out a teammate? He goes down inside the area. Peter Sekenis was interested, but not referee Stephen Lucas. Nikas. Nice feed again from the midfielder. Starting to get some important touches for Rockdale. It was a little quiet against United last weekend, but I think there's reason for that, of course. That's a handball, unfortunate, on El Hafian. Getting a little bit of afters between Marconi players. Marko Jesic again on the scene. Here's Marconi attacking once more. Nice jink forward. A huge chance for Marconi. Oh, it's brilliant. Richie Cardoso. It's a silky move from the Stallions, and they will open the scoring here tonight. It was put on a platter, and Cardoso showed poise to make it 1-0. And they will lead from the front at home. Well, Richie Cardoso, the veteran, I think we can call him at 32. Well, maybe getting on with his age, but has not lost his silky skills in front of goal. He adds another NPL goal to the catalogue. It was well taken too. And Marconi will lead here tonight. Just as Rockdale was starting to get a grip on the game, they tore them open in midfield, and Cardoso slotted the ball home. So now it's Rockdale that need to respond. Here is Petrillo. Again, they go the long ball. Grozdanovski, Vekic is calm. He hasn't got there. Chance for Grozdanovski. Important save from Vekic. Still here for Nikas. And put wide by the midfielder. Had to snatch at it. That was a great chance for Rockdale. Vekic setting hearts fluttering around Marconi, just as they had taken the lead. Long ball. Pavlovic, nice touch. Frangi. You see the confidence the goal's given them. There's a spring in the step with the Stallions. Cardoso. Now Milgate. Will he try and drive forward? Can step up for a goal. Plenty of times for Apia. That's clearly a free kick. Anthony Frangi. Have played rugby league on this ground in recent times. That was resembling a rugby league tackle as Nikas's touch is heavy. Hands possession back. Malia. Cardoso. Frangi try to be inventive, so too was Savor. Here's a chance for Pavlovic. They're swarming the Stallions. Maybe needed to pull the trigger on a wet night. Should be shoot on sight, the mantra. Not on that occasion. Here is Pavlovic, getting heavily involved tonight. Said his name plenty of times already. Here's Saville. Lecce turning well. Fortunate on that occasion, Marconi, but Roberto Speranza hands possession back. Bratisevic trying to find Cho. Haven't seen too much of his silky skills tonight. Nikas driving forward. Thought he might try his luck. Tries to play it into the path of Lecce. Flag is down. Chance for Rockdale. Just couldn't pick out the run of Grozdanovski and Alhafian. And now a free kick. Just relieves a bit of pressure from Marconi. Frangi. Don't know what was going on there. He's going to go in the book. So after making an error, he compounds things by giving away a free kick. He gets a card, and there may be more coming from Stephen Lucas. I think just the stern talking to for now. Not a great way to endear yourself to the Marconi fans on what is your home debut. But he is the first Marconi man in the book tonight. Does set up a chance for the Suns. Fondike. Here's Petkoski. Nikas starting to break the shackles of the Marconi midfield. Cho's ball. Trying to pick out Grozdanovski. Can Marconi break? I mentioned the lethal pace they have. Chance to show it here in transition. Malia. Nice flick from Frangi. Turning well. It might open up for the striker. Speranza. Now Cardoso. Speranza looking to get in behind. Link with Pavlovic. Cardoso again. Now goal scorer. If you're just joining us, Marconi 1, Rockdale 0. Stallions will get the throw. Here is Pavlovic. Speranza. Thought it might sit for Cardoso. Now Giorgio Speranza. This time tackle from Savor. Bit of afters too. Some words exchanged, but free kick rightfully coming. Still they talk, the two. Need to be careful. Patrick Savor doesn't want to go into the book. Pavlovich seems to be okay though, which is good signs for Marconi. Does present another job defensively for Rockdale. It'll be Jesic over the ball. Can do the magical from the set piece. This is probably too far out to score. Try and tee it up for a teammate. Here's Jesic. Delivery's great again. Bratisevic wasn't convincing. Chance on the follow-up from Malia, and he puts it over. Again, it's Marconi mounting pressure. If you are just tuning in, it is Marconi 1, Rockdale 0. Richie Cardoso, the difference at Marconi tonight. No result in the under-20s game before this. That game was postponed due to the wet weather. Hopefully that wet weather is staying away. The rain seems to have stopped here at Marconi. Here's Lecce. Gets absolutely crunched by Roberto Speranza. Vikic stops the corner being conceded. We'll try and keep you updated with those games in progress. Free kick coming to Marconi. It's half-time at Seymour Shaw. Sutherland Sharks 0, Hakoah 0. So no goals in the Shire tonight. That game between Mount Druitt and Sydney Olympic, as I mentioned, abandoned due to the wet weather. Should I say postponed? Saville gets pushed off it from Sean O'Connell. Free kick will come. Much to the frustration of both Sekenes, the coach, and the captain O'Connell. How different things may have been had Rockdale taken those chances. Lecce, Nikas both presented with good opportunities. Petrillo as well. That's what this competition is about. Got to take your opportunities when they come or can come back to bite you. There's no better example of that than Marconi last year. Korstanovsky just getting a bit of a knock to the back of the head, but thumbs up from him to the staff saying he's okay, as Nikas wants a free kick, not coming. And Pavlovich will clearly get one from Petrillo. Just wanting to exchange shirts early, those two. And this game just starting to simmer a little bit, has to be said. Genuine rivalry between these two, but it's just starting to come to the boil. Players need to keep their cool. Marconi scored 30 goals last season. Rockdale 9 more, 39. For all the attacking options they do have, Marconi, the goals don't always come. Speranza looking to add another though before half-time. Pavlovich been industrial so far tonight. Saville just hands it back, well read by the captain O'Connell. But there's no real doubt of what the weakness was for Rockdale last year. It was certainly defensively. They conceded 43 goals. It's the third worst in the competition, 24 more than the champion Sydney Olympic. So the weakness is clearly there for Rockdale. Clean sheet to start will certainly help things last weekend against United. So we do creep closer to half-time. Adam Sansarossa here with you for your Saturday evening. Thank you for your company. Petrillo just slipped as he tried to pick out Petkoski. A hand possession back to Marconi. It's a tracer bullet to the back of Cardoso. Nikas just tried to thread the needle. Didn't quite work out, but the right idea. If you are going to make the signings that Marconi have made, it's important that you can pick up a trio, the likes of the Speranza brothers and Zach Cancross. It's a ready-made back four, really. Throw in Nathan Milgate. It's pretty handy, isn't it? Here's Saville trying to surge forward. Lecce drifted out of the game a little bit the last 5 or 10 minutes. Has he won a free kick here? He has. A chance to pull the strings. Perhaps a training ground move for Rockdale. So Nikas to take. Chance to make something happen from the set piece. Great ball in again. That tall timber of Rockdale is causing some problems. Petrillo and Petkoski. Marconi unable to match up that well defensively so far. Still there for the Suns. Put into the mixer again. El Hafian's on the scene. Chance on the turn. Oh, it's taken a deflection. Oh, that could have gone anywhere. Out for a corner. So take two for the Suns. They go with a short corner. Fondijk, is he going to line something up from the edge of the area? Sets it back into the path of Nikas. He goes to the far post this time. Thought they have given away a free kick. They did, in fact. It was Nicholas Petrillo who was going up for what looked like a Aussie rules mark on that occasion, committing the foul. Certainly entertaining. No complaints about that. What is a wet and windy night in Sydney. Good one to be caught up watching. Throw in should go to Marconi. Pavlovic decides to keep it in. They've got numbers too. They won't decide to move it quickly. Frangi trying to pick him out on the far post is Pavlovic. Cardoso taken down by Michael Neal. And this is important because they do have some free kick specialists, Marconi. Marko Jesic certainly hit them from this kind of range. Mitchell Malia too. Looks like it's going to be that man Jesic. And on a wet night, heavy ball, greasy ball, you don't want to be a goalkeeper at times like this. Big test for David Bratasevic. Rockdale going with, looks to be a 7-man wall, if my maths is correct. Talking of the numbers, it's a chance for Marconi to extend their lead here at home tonight. It'll be Marko Jesic. Seen him do it from this kind of range. Can he come up with a spectacular tonight? Here's Jesic straight into the wall. Out for a corner. Bratasevic breathes a sigh of relief, as do the Suns fans. Have come out in good number tonight. It's a very good crowd again. Was out in Denver Park last Sunday. Well supported both sides on that occasion, and so far tonight, where really you had every excuse to stay home given the weather. Good to see them come out supporting their sides. Chance again for Marconi. Delivery's good once more. Cancross was there. Just couldn't direct it on goal. Let's out a scream in frustration. It was a golden chance, really, as we get close to half-time. Again, not convincing at the back from Rockdale. Speranza rode the tackle well. Frangi. Nice opening of the body. Jesic going to try it from range. Marco Jesic! Tell you what, that would have been the goal of the week had that snuck in. Doesn't mind a dink from that kind of range. It would have been spectacular. Fortunately for Rockdale, it was the other side of the post. You can see the confidence starting to rise, though, in that Stallions front third. So many new faces, it's going to take time, but the signs are certainly there. Here's Cho. He's been losing that battle to Millgate, just telling his midfield that he wants it at his feet. It's Petrillo. Decides to take on Pavlovic. Nikas rode the challenge well. Now the Haffian. Fondike. It's been Marconi that have been doing the hustle and bustle in midfield, just not giving Nikas and Fondike time on the ball. Nice header from Nikas. Gets it back here. The midfielder going to size it up. No. Plays it into the path of Saville. Numbers in the area for Rockdale. They'll win a corner. Cries of handball. And the protest not that convincing from the Suns, it has to be said. They do have a corner, though. It will be Kang-Hoon Cho to take. The chance at the set piece again for Rockdale. They've been mounting but really unable to do anything convincing so far. Cho will whip it in. Dangerous looking ball again. Marconi haven't dealt with it. Chance on the follow-up from Fondike. Always going over though. Just couldn't get over the ball enough. So if you are just tuning in, it is Marconi in the lead. Richie Cardoso the difference. He converted with aplomb to hand the Stallions the lead. We're just about to tick into the last 5 minutes of normal time. Nice work from Speranza, winning the ball back for the Stallions. Cardoso. Fondike. Such a settling presence in that midfield, isn't he, for Rockdale? Mentioned the goals for Marconi last year. Sean Rooney was their leading scorer with 7. No longer with them this year. Marco Jesic with 6. So those goals will need to be replaced. And they certainly have the talent, though, to do that, given the numbers they've been able to lure to Bosley Park. Nikas lets it run well. Plays it into the path of Saville. Lecce is in the scene as well. So too Grozdanovsky. Delivery's good again. Thought it might sit up for Cho. Just that final ball lacking so far tonight. Nikas. Get it back here, the midfielder. Thought he might try his luck. In fact, does that. Deflected. Will go out for a corner. They just haven't quite got a grip on him tonight. United really stifled his impact last weekend. Marconi just haven't been able to shut him down so far tonight. It hasn't hurt them yet on the scoreboard, but they do need to tighten up on Rockdale's star signing. It will be that man to take the corner. Do they have an equaliser in them as we tick towards the break? Goes near post this time. Delivery isn't bad. It will be a goal kick. Just breaking down. Rockdale's goals. Alec Urasevsky with 10 last year. And he's on the bench tonight. Still coming back from injury. Jordan Figon with 6. He's confined to the 20s. And Alex Chanak with 5. Suspended at the moment. Harris Gay-Tats has moved to Sydney Olympic. He was next best with 5. So someone's got to pick up the slack for Rockdale. They're hoping it will be Jonathan Grosdanovsky. Penny Nikas will have to chip in too, of course. It's Petrillo now. Saville. Goes long, Lecce. In fact, it was Nikas. Roberto Speranza doing it well. So to Giorgio. Cardoso's bundled off it. Saville's going to go into the book here for, if anything, an accumulation of fouls, if not just for that tackle we saw there. He's the first Rockdale man in the book. So another player that has to walk a bit of a tightrope. We're going to have 1 minute of added time to complete the first half. Is it time enough for Marconi to add to their lead? Frangi can't win the header. May sit up for Pavlovic. They're in the area, Marconi. Numbers on the scene too. Pavlovic to the byline. Wins a corner. This will be the final play of the first half, you'd think. Look for the likes of Zach Cancross. Nathan Milgate as well. And this would be a blow to Rockdale if Marconi can stretch their lead even further on the stroke of half-time. Jesic to provide it. Fires it to the penalty area. Cancross, man we spoke about. Important block, though, from Rockdale. That'll do it. Half-time here at Marconi Stadium. Intriguing first 45 minutes. The rain came in the opening stages, but, well, it was attacking football from then on in. Rockdale had their chances, but they couldn't take them. Richie Cardoso certainly took his. Cool finish, put the Stallions in front. They will take that goal to the break. They lead Marconi 1, Rockdale 0. Yes, hello, welcome back to Marconi Stadium for this Saturday night blockbuster between the Stallions and Rockdale City Suns. If you're just tuning in, it is the home side in the lead, Richie Cardoso putting them in front in the first half. Both sides had plenty of chances, pretty open game. We've seen Rockdale, though, unable to take theirs. Stephen Lucas has the ball in hand. Good news is the rain has stopped, and we're just about set to go for the second 45. Both sides looking for their first win of the season. Marconi, their first point. Rockdale got one of those last weekend just up the road from here at Indenser Park against Sydney United 58, which they would have taken with 10 men, but certainly had their chances to take all three. Miljan Pavlovic has had a jersey changed at half-time for some reason. Jersey number 62, which I have to say I haven't called that in my career so far. Something different. Rockdale will hope for something different here in the second half. They want goals. Yet to open their account for 2019 in that aspect. So set to go for this second half. Stephen Lucas about to get us underway. Just tuning in, it's Marconi in the home kit of green, white and red. Rockdale their away kit, yellow with the red shorts. Underway for the second half. What do Rockdale have in the tank to respond? Or will Marconi go on and take the 3 points? Here's Cho, very quiet in the first half. Lecce turning well, got good feet, plays it into the path of Grostanovsky. Great chance here for Rockdale. Can they respond with a goal? Oh, why was he playing it across the face instead of shooting? Nikas lost his footing too. Still there though. Lecce on the scene. Well, any striker with conviction would just try his luck from that type of area, but unselfishly Grostanovsky tried to play it into the path of Nikas, and still not going to plan for Rockdale. Fondike just not communicating with Michael Neal. It's Miljan Pavlovic, I think it is, that it's just copped a bit of a stray knee from Daniel Petkovsky. Certainly wanted one over Jonathan Grostanovsky. Just getting some attention, Miljan Pavlovic, and Daniel Petkovsky is certainly not light, and he felt the full brunt of him. And on a night like tonight, certainly would sting given the cold conditions. Daniel Petkovsky, you can see the funny side. They do have options on their bench, Marconi, if they need to turn to them. James Andrew. Something I was thinking about at half-time. They have probably two of the quickest in the competition. Mitchell Malia and James Andrew. Probably the two quickest in the competition. So can you imagine them in the final third for Marconi this year? It does whet the appetite. We may see it at some point tonight. Pavlovic looks in a bit of trouble, has to be said. Clutching the back of his head, neck area. Obviously, given what we know with concussions and whatnot these days, no risks taken in that area. Anyway, we'll watch that space carefully. Rockdale play on, Marconi having to suffice with 10. He's going to soldier on. Pavlovic still just wringing that neck. He's back on the pitch now. It's Rockdale, though, who have started well in this second half. Lecce, again, shows his skills. Nikas. Fondike. Just tried to play it into the path of Neal. Just overhit the pass, though. Millgate mopping up. It's been a good battle, too, between the two defenders. Millgate's long throw. Certainly a threat when at Apia. Trying to do likewise here, but can only find his former Apia teammate in Howard Fondike. Take two for Millgate. Sends it straight back to Fondike. The Apia teammates, former Apia teammates, working together. Nice vision from Lecce. Is this the chance for Rockdale to square the ledger? Delivery's good again. Well, for to Petkovski. In fact, it was Fondike. Only thought was strike. Could only find the feet of O'Connell. Now it's Marconi that can try and turn with Frangi. Important from Petrillo, but it falls at the feet of Pavlovic. Back on the pitch. Can he make a difference for his side? Jinking onto the right. Still there for Pavlovic. Onto the left he goes. Burn a couple of teammates on the way. Jesic. Good ball in. Huge chance for Marconi. Just wide again. It was Anthony Frangi's header. It was inches away from 2-0. There's a sign of what they could have in store this season when the combination settles down and they all get on that same wavelength. Will take some time with so many new faces, but pulling the strings well there, Marconi, Pavlovic, Frangi and co. Speranza just finds the safety of touch. Of course, every game live in 2019 in the NPL New South Wales. Speranza just thumps that one clear. Bratisevic has to race off his line and tidy up. And there's Fondike. Does likewise. That one's destined for the car park. Hakoa have taken the lead at Seymour Shore. Lead by a goal to nil there. And we're encroaching on full time at Seymour Shore. So the Sharks, they beat the champions last week. It's Hakoa though. Look like taking 3 points home from Seymour Shore. Keep you updated there. Cardoso. Our goal scorer. Can't quite find a teammate on that occasion. And O'Connell's given away a free kick. Doesn't like the decision from Stephen Lucas. Taken quickly. Here is Daniel Petkovski. Millgate read it well. Now he's off and running on the home side. Cardoso. Haven't seen too much of Mitchell Malia in attack. Thought he was the target there, but Cho intercepted. Shown flashes, but not enough. O'Connell just hounding Nikas, but he showed good poise to find Fondike. Pass is starting to stick for Rockdale. As I say that, Grozdanovski just can't link with Lecce. Certainly looked better since half-time. Paul Reed and the whiteboard having an effect. Michael Neal. Nikas in space again. Nice link play with Grozdanovski. Is he going to shoot here, Nikas? Plays it into the path of Lecce. Just a bit gun-shy in front of goal. For some reason, the Suns. And you got the likes of Nikas and Grozdanovski. And on a wet night, just have a go. Easier from here, of course. And it's Marconi picking up possession. They can break. They've got good numbers too. Malia, we know the wheels he has. Trying to explode away. Gets fouled in back play. Millgate. Well, he could have got a free kick, Malia. Fighting well though in cover. Cancross just lumps it forward. Here's O'Connell. Nice work from Cardoso. Frangi. Marco Jesic going to try the volley. Right idea, but Maybe too far out to trouble Bratisevic. Game starting to open up more and more in the second half. Here's Cho. Nicely weighted ball. Oh, Fondijk was clipped. Here's a chance for Grozdanovski. Yeah, he snatched at it. Always going over. Positive sign for Rockdale, though. Need to find a way to get Cho more into the game. If you are just tuning in, it is Marconi that lead by a goal to nil. Richie Cardoso, the goal scorer. Adam Santarossa here with you for your Saturday night. Thanks for your company. They're off and running again. They're in behind. Chance for Marconi. Chance for Pavlovic. It's slipped just wide for a moment. I saw the net rustle. There were fans celebrating behind the goal, but in the end, Jesic's ball turned into the side netting. Just the corner, I should say. Looks like Rockdale are going to make a change as well. Alek Jurasevski warming up. Perhaps Grozdanovski, the man to make way. We'll wait and see. Defensive duties for the Suns, though. Marconi extend the lead, near post. This one goes. Frangi was the target, but need to do better than that. Important challenge there from Giorgio Speranza. Turned over again. Grozdanovski rides the tackle well of Giorgio Speranza. They'll get a free kick. Card coming too. Just the talking to, and the free kick's actually going to go to the Stallions. So Grozdanovski penalised for something after the initial tackle. Stephen Lucas just communicating that to the players. Taken quickly too. Speranza plays it well. Frangi looking to turn. Well read at the back though by Fondijk. He just thumps it long. Nikas can't win possession. It will be Jurasevski. Just stealing a peek at the referee's board. It looks like it's going to be Kang-Hoon Cho to make way. So it's an attacking substitution. Striker for an attacking midfielder. Maybe 2-0 though by the time that happens, if Marconi have anything to say about it. Huge chance here. Vekic still there for Marconi. Jesic on the turn. Oh, another good save from Bratisevic. They are living dangerously, Rockdale. Out for a throw. And that change is going to just relieve the pressure for the moment. It has been a helter-skelter start to the second half, and correct Kang-Hoon Cho to make way. And Alek Jurasevski will check in. So Rockdale's leading scorer last year will desperately want his goals tonight. Been in the thick of things with United, certainly here against Marconi. Very nearly 2-0. Frangi and Jesic starting to just start to have their way with the Rockdale defence. Another chance for the home side. Drifted to the far post this time. Important header won by Fondijk. Michael Neal has given away a foul. So to Jurasevski. His first involvement is a free kick. Danny Nikas just trying to urge his side just to maintain the intensity, just right out in these pressure moments. Jesic over the dead ball. Delivery's been good all night. That time can only meet the head of Petrillo. There was a overhead clearance in the area, not in the textbook. Speranza going to fire it back in the area. May sit here for Pavlovic. What's he going to do on the edge of the area? Into the path of Jesic. Huge chance for Rockdale. And they live dangerously again, the Suns. Bratisevic saves their bacon again. Into stoppage time at Seymour Shaw. Still Hakoa leading by a goal to nil. Bratisevic is keeping Rockdale, or the margin, I should say, at just a goal. Millgate numbers the far post. Will the flag stay down? It will on Pavlovic. Gets to the byline. There's numbers queuing up in the middle. Just can't pick a teammate out. Here's Millgate. Important header to win, but he only puts it in the path of Jurasevski. He's got some serious pace. Needs teammates to pick out in the middle, though, or to cross the face. Dangerous ball, but the numbers win out for Marconi. Giorgio Speranza doing the clean-up job. Petkovski hands it back to Marconi. Neither side really valuing possession at the moment. Well, Roberto Speranza, that was an important touch. Almost in the path of Grozdanovski. Again, it's Pavlovic who's forced to chase. Alhafian going to win a free kick, and Marconi are going to respond with a change of their own. It's going to be Brandon Vella to come on. Fourth official just having some difficulty with the board. It's going to be Anthony Frangi in the end. So on a yellow card too. So Anthony Frangi will play no further part. Brandon Vella, the man to come on and look to have an impact for the Stallions. Of course, it is the 50th anniversary this year of Rockdale. They have a gala dinner on in a few weeks down on Darling Harbour, Dalton House. Make sure you do snap up your tickets. I saw all those details were posted on the NPL New South Wales website during the week, so if you do want to attend, make sure you snap up your tickets because they are going quickly, I'm told. It's Marconi putting the pressure on the Suns here, though. Nice work from Pavlovic, but important clearance, though, from Saville. Nikas getting back, helping out his midfield. Petkovski still there for Rockdale, but they are living dangerously. Very nearly 2-0 down. Jurasevski try to thread it into the path of Nikas. It's Speranza Wall. Taking some breaking down tonight, though. Pavlovic again. You see the link up between he and Cardoso. Already produced one goal tonight. They fall into the path of Nikas. Got two to beat. Important clearance there from Giorgio Speranza. Now Millgate. Again, Marconi looking to break in good number. Millgate's fouled by Jurasevski. Some fans wanted a card, but I think rightfully so. Just a warning on this occasion for the striker. Cardoso. Malia. Gets inventive. Does the striker. Vella's first touch. Gives away a foul. Taken quickly too. Fondike. too quickly for Rockdale to get themselves sorted. Can cross. Nice turn from Pavlovic. Just wouldn't sit for him. Nice work defensively from Petrillo. Both were tugging shirts. Do run the wrist though, right in front of the referee. Pavlovic again, such a terrier. Back on the ball. Numbers in the middle. And he's given away a free kick here. And just perhaps Stephen Lucas just telling him just to settle. Hope you're enjoying this one wherever you're watching. Of course, going worldwide on the NPL NSW Facebook page and Football New South Wales YouTube page. We do get comments from all over the globe. Still in stoppage time at Seymour Shore. Still Hakoah lead by a goal to nil. No updates from Sydney Olympic and Mount Druitt Town. That game was postponed due to the wet weather, and there's been some comments too what the score was in the 20s here at Marconi Stadium. Well, the 20s game was also postponed due to the wet weather, so no 20s game preceding this. O'Connell. Huge chance here for Marconi. Jesic thought he should have pulled the trigger. A couple of times tonight, both sides just shy in front of goal, unlike them. May pay the price, Marconi, for that indecision. Not with balls like that, though. O'Connell. It's going to be a second change for Rockdale. Josh De Silva won a under-20s title with the Sutherland Sharks last year. Made the move from the Sharks, of course, to Rockdale in the off-season. It's going to be Howard Fondyke to make way for Josh De Silva. So Fondyke's shift is over. And De Silva, the second change for Rockdale.
Substitute for Rockdale season, number 10, Joshua De Silva, replaced by number 20, Howard Fondyke.
So another roll of the dice for Paul Reid. Looking to open this game up in the favour of his side. But to be fair, though, it's Marconi on top at the moment. O'Connell. Nice ball at the feet of Cardoso. Running at his defender. Here's Pavlovic. Trying to stand up his defender on the left foot. Pavlovic just didn't quite make the connection. Out for a throw. Peter Sekenis, still two substitutes up his sleeve. Wait to see what he decides to do. I think we'll see James Andrew at some point, given his pace. Here's De Silva. Oh, can he open the game up with his first touch? Lovely ball here, Lecce! Oh, it's 1-1. Oh, you better believe it. Rockdale make it 1-1. They have a goal now. Rockdale have equalised. There you have it. Oh, Josh De Silva, an instant impact. Just waiting confirmation of the goal scorer. It is in fact Pani Nikas. So there you have it, his first goal in Rockdale colours. Apologies to Matthew Lecce, it's in fact Nikas. They were queuing up for it. Does take some getting used to seeing Nikas in a Rockdale shirt. Can they answer straight back here? Cardoso, he had given Marconi the lead. Turning well. There is that man Nikas. Bundled off it. Nice work from Pani Nikas again. He wins a free kick. Rusevski not going to take that one. Plenty of time for both sides to pull this game out of the fire. Take the 3 points home. 22 minutes remaining. There's your headline. Banyan Nikas, his first goal as a Rockdale son. First goal for them this season. Can they add to it? De Silva again getting involved. Such an impact he's had. Cries for handball too. Nikas, one tonight. De Silva. Doesn't want to give away a foul. He's done well to this point. Don't know why he stopped to demonstrate with the referee. See the confidence it's given Nikas. Into the area he goes again. Down in the area. Lucas says no penalty. They may get one here though. Urasevsky goes down. A bit of push and shove as well after from Josh De Silva. Nikas has stayed down. Full time at Seymour Shaw. Okoa 1, Sutherland Sharks 0, and Stephen Lucas is just going to call out Josh De Silva just to give him a talking to. Getting a bit of a talking to as well, not only from Stephen Lucas, but some of the Marconi fans. Josh De Silva, his new club this year. Tell you what, he's making a pretty good impact so far in his cameo for the Suns. Alhafian. Urasevsky. Nice from Rockdale. That goal has really brought them to life, hasn't it? Kostanovski reaching, but goes without it. Vela hands it back. Grozdanovski. Nikas. Ooh, try to find Lecce. Malia. Been a little quiet tonight, has Mitchell Malia. Cardoso. Just goes without. Lovely ball though. Oh, important touch from Petkoski. Still there. Jesic. Gets bundled off it, but maybe a hint of simulation there. Play on. Isn't this one turning into a tasty affair between Rockdale and Marconi? All of a sudden, that goal, the Suns are a different team. Led by this man, Nikas. Urasevsky. Numbers queuing up at the far post. Great ball in from Urasevsky. Nikas is there. Lecce's feet. Important challenge by O'Connell. Just on their heels, the Stallions at the moment. Got to be enjoying this one as Neil tries something from range. In fact, it's Savor. Now Millgate. Urasevsky just picks his pocket. Look, rattled Marconi. Will they pay the price again? De Silva's in behind once more. They're queuing up in the middle. Grostanovski's on the scene. Plenty of bodies for Marconi. Not a convincing clearance to say the least. Vela. Cardoso's got time. De Silva putting the pressure on now. Can Marconi find the lead once again? Just not going to plan. Pavlovic going without it again. Here's Michael Neal. Loves to get forward. Haven't seen too much of that tonight. De Silva. Alhafian. Seems to have dropped deep in that role of Fondike, pushing De Silva forward. Nikas goes without. Now Pavlovic. Nice vision. Chested down by Malia. Vela trying to pick out Pavlovic again. So into the final 15. Jurasevski driving forward. Gets chopped down from behind. Card coming. Sean O'Connell in the book. And I mentioned that this one has simmered throughout. Has just returned from an injury, Alek Jurasevski, so we hope that's okay. And O'Connell is the second Marconi man in the book. This is Nikas territory too from the set piece. And on a greasy night, not going to be easy for Nenad Vekic, his former teammate, in fact. He would have seen a Nikas free kick or two. Not always from this kind of range, though. Well, if there's one way to put your name up in lights with the Rockdale fans, he's already got one. This would take the cake, you'd feel. Can come up with the spectacular. Pani Nikas, a different shade of red this year. Can he come up with a goal? Nikas going to try it from range. Was always dipping. Not convincing from Vekic, but safe enough. Hart would have been in his mouth for a moment, the Marconi keeper. But to his credit, he did it well. Players starting to fatigue. Game stretching. O'Connell. Nice turn inside the area. Pavlovic trying to work back onto the right foot. Jinking. Trying to do too much in the end. Rockdale certainly on top. You sense Grozdanovsky has support coming. Oh, he's taken down. That's another card for Zach Cancross. Knew exactly what he was doing. And just perhaps some frustration starting to boil over for the Marconi defenders. We're well and truly on top. Had the chances to make it 2-0. How often do we see it in football, though? You don't take your chances, you pay the price. It's Rockdale creating them. They want to get a move on, but players still getting a talking to from referee Stephen Lucas. It's a similar kind of range from where Nikas had a pop moments ago. As the rain starts to fall heavier, I should say. Jurasevski. He and De Silva have really changed this game. Can they have a bigger impact this time on the score sheet? Again, it's Jurasevski going to the deck. Nikas's touch. Grozdanovsky was taken out of it. Nikas and Cancross coming together. Bit of filling in that challenge. Nikas. Nice turn. Had his shirt pulled. Well, I'll tell you what. Stephen Lucas was right there, but Nikas has a claim. And just to rub salt into the wound, free kick and card coming. Idris El-Hafian goes in the book, and Marconi are going to make a double change. So Sean O'Connell is going to be withdrawn now. He's on that yellow card. James Andrew to come on. Liam Yulee the other player. Third and final change for Marconi. Mitchell Malia, the man to make way. And Paul Reed is just getting a talking to from referee Stephen Lucas. So Marconi is stalling. Well, I said before the game, look for the impact of James Andrew off the bench. He has pace. Just electric. Can open the game up with tired defenders. That's what Peter Sakana's hopes happens. Liam Yuley can have an impact too. 3 points on the line. Who's going to take them home? They've had their chances to take control of the contest. It's Rockdale looking the more likely at the moment. Grostanovsky having to do it all alone. Here's that man Andrew. Does well. Marco Jesic, is it Marconi? Will find the next shot. They want a free kick, not coming. Cardoso has one. Nice feet, Jesic! Oh, it was a golden chance. Took a deflection on the way, so it will be a corner. One he'd like to have again, though. So, rare defensive duties for Rockdale in the last 10 or 15 minutes. It's been all attack from them. Marco Jesic to take. Can he put the Stallions back in front? Millgate's on the scene. Bobbing around in the area. Cries of handball. It'll go against Rockdale for a moment. Heard the whistle. Thankfully for Rockdale, it goes their way.
Good morning, Southwell. Action call all present here today that entry inside the perimeter fence of the playing area is prohibited at all times and offenders will be prosecuted. All spectators are requested to vacate the ground within 15 minutes of the end of the final game. The setting a light off or the igniting or discharging of any type of object, including fireworks. Petkoski
just lumps it forward. Cancross hands it back to Silva. Likewise. Thought they could have got a free kick, Marconi. Just lunged in, Josh De Silva. Oh, how about that tackle? What colour will this card be? Just yellow. Mistimed more than malicious, perhaps saving. James Andrew. In fact, it's Liam Yuley. Does invite Rockdale back in. Petrillo sends it forward in the direction of Grostanovsky. Cardoso mopping up. De Silva being impressive since coming on. He's got an important touch too. Grostanovsky growing in confidence. Lecce. Now Nikas. One. Jinx on the left. Chance here. Pani Nikas. Good save. Down low though from Vekic. He's on his game tonight, Pani Nikas. Very quiet last Sunday. Not so tonight. Has a goal, very nearly a second. Cut out by Millgate. Rockdale again trying to expose the lack of pace defensively of Cancross. Important tackle from Petkoski. Won the ball. Great touch too. Finds Jurasevsky. Pressure continues to mount on the Stallions. Jurasevsky showing up Millgate. Into the area he goes. Millgate lunges. Chance at the far post. Chance for Lecce. Oh, they have a goal now. And it's been coming. Well, Nikas made it 1-1. Lecce makes it 2. And Rockdale are coming home like a speeding train. Credit the work of Jurasevski. He showed great poise on the byline, and he just put it on a platter for Lecce, who took it well. The youngster with his first goal for Rockdale. Wrongly credited with the first. No denying him the second. They look down and out at 1-0. Nick Ass's goal has roared them back to life. Marconi players, body language, not happy with the way things are going. They've just switched off, invited Rockdale back in, and haven't they paid the price for that? Still time to rescue something though. Time running out. There you see it. Just not going to plan all of a sudden for Marconi. Seem to have a ball on the string at times, but just not so these last 10 or 15. Confirmation of that earlier result was Hakoa defeating the Sutherland Sharks at Seymour Shore by a goal to nil. Their first win of the season. Good luck picking a winner this year as well. Got asked my opinion the other day and throw up about 8 teams, because it's just going to be one of those years where anyone can beat anyone. Ask me perhaps in round 22. So games like this, we'll have no complaints in 2019. Can Rockdale add another? De Silva. Petkoski credited the work of Jurasevski in that goal. Got to make mention of Petkoski. Great challenge won on the outside of the foot. Pass to Jurasevski. Jurasevski tees it up for Lecce. Wonderful team goal. Guys tuning in, you've missed some fireworks. Rockdale from a goal down to 2-1 ahead. Pani Nikas with his first goal of the season. First goal as a Rockdale son, so too Matthew Lecce. Free kick coming to Rockdale. Just got to be careful, Marconi players. Marko Jesic, one of them. Just got to stay composed as a senior player. Pani Nikas just trying to console the midfielder. Fourth official just halting play for something he's seen perhaps off the ball. And it's going to be a Marconi official shown a red card for something he said to the fourth official. And it's Ante Kovic, the former Rockdale man. Was in goals for Rockdale last year. Now goalkeeper coach of Marconi, and he's seen red. So not a good night for him. Anyway, back to the action. De Silva. Poor pass from him. Important header won by Michael Neal. Lecce, the goal scorer. Grozdanovski. Had some missed opportunities in front of goal, but once De Silva came on the field, it seemed to bring him more into the game. seem to be growing in confidence despite not opening his account yet this season. That's been the difference in this second half, just that pressure of Rockdale, not letting Marconi settle. Nikas got all day to stroll through midfield at the moment. Stallions still have the firepower, though, to bring a goal back. Free kick coming. Flirting with a card, Nikas. Pavlovic into the area. Thought he was nudged out of it. Will win a corner. So time ticking away, but Marconi... Well, in the second half, it's been Rockdale, but they did command the first. Can they rescue a point late? Look for the likes of Cancross and Millgate, driven to the far post. To that man, Cancross. Yuli switches things. Jesic going to put it back in a dangerous area. It's a great ball in. Oh, Mijan Pavlovic can't direct his header. It just skipped just wide. That may just be that. Great delivery by Marko Jesic. Just awaiting confirmation of additional time. Fourth official has had a nightmare all night with his board. I'm sure he loved me saying that. There we go, 4 minutes. So time for Marconi. Petkoski, Jurasevski trying to put the afterburners on for Millgate, and Millgate put his body in the way intelligently and then pushed Millgate down, and I think both will probably go in the book here. No, Stephen Lucas says just to calm things. Marconi want to get a move on. They know time is against them. Kostanovski handball. Unfortunate on the youngster. Cancross just lumps it forward. Rain starting to get heavier and heavier, and Rockdale are going to make their third and final change. Alex Malfara to come on. Just awaiting confirmation of who's coming off. It's going to be Pani Nikas. So he was the man that put Rockdale ahead. Or should I say equalised for Rockdale. His first goal for them in his new colours. Such a high-profile move in the off-season. Alex Malfara coming on. So Rockdale are nearly there for their first win of the season. Is there another twist? If you know this competition, you know there's always another twist. Now they're off and racing. Malfara's first touch. Only has Kostanovski ahead of him. De Silva there too. Important challenge there from Cancross. Malfara thought he had given away a free kick. Vela. Andrew. Cardoso. Andrew getting in behind. That pace again I spoke about. Petkovski intelligent. Read it well. Ball's gone out. Millgate will want to get a move on. So 3 minutes of added time has been played, including that sub. Just a minute perhaps left. Millgate goes with a long throw. Dangerous. Host of bodies in the area. Rockdale Really, anywhere will do. That's where they send it. It's come off Marconi, so it's going to be a Marconi throw and precious Rockdale throw, I should say. Precious seconds come off the clock again. And if you had have looked at the recruits of Marconi in the off-season and seen them potentially down 0 points from 2 games, not what many expected. It's a long season, so it's not disastrous, but certainly not the start they wanted. And there it is, confirmation. Full-time, Stephen Lucas, and you can see what it means for Rockdale. Their first win of the season and a big scalp in the Marconi Stallions at home. And hasn't things turned around here in the second half? It was Richie Cardoso that put Marconi ahead, and Rockdale, they were a new team in the second half. Goals to Pani Nikas, his first for the Rockdale City Suns, and then a winner, well constructed to Matthew Lecce. And Rockdale take a precious 3 points, their first for the year. Full time here at Marconi. It is the Rockdale City Suns 2, Marconi 1.